Wood, stone, clay, straw, bamboo, earth, cork, rock, adobe. For centuries, local materials have shaped architecture of specific objects, cities, and regions. It's a logical approach, building with what's available at hand.
These simple materials have not only served as practical resources, but also contributed to a unique cultural heritage and have played significant roles in various traditions around the globe. Despite the technology available today, simple natural materials are more relevant than ever due to the urgent need to combat climate change. They play a critical role in reducing CO2 emissions during construction.
So what that means is that simple materials are not the past of architecture and engineering, it's actually the future. In fact, a high-quality piece of architecture can be crafted from almost anything, as long as it's approached with creativity. How exactly? Let's explore.
The Growing Pavilion, a temporary event space, showcased at Dutch Design Week in 2011 in Eindhoven. This pavilion is built from bio-based materials that keep growing and changing even after being assembled. The walls grown from mushrooms. The panels are made from mycelium, the root structure of fungi, which makes them strong, lightweight, and well insulated. They're attached to a timber frame, meaning the entire structure can be dismantled and reused elsewhere. The floors are made from reeds, while the benches come from agricultural waste. In addition to this, the project was about engaging people. Visitors could watch mushrooms grow on the pavilion's panels and then see them harvested daily and cooked on site. The space also hosted concerts where live performances merged into an evolving soundscape.
The Growing Pavilion was a statement proving that bio-based materials are not only possible, but they are already shaping the future of construction. And this is just one of many ways to achieve this balance. One of the most innovative studios leading the charge in sustainable design is Oxman. Their philosophy, known as ecological design or material ecology, involves working with materials as living systems. By integrating biomaterials and advanced technologies, they bring biological processes into contemporary design, focusing on unification of top-down design engineering with bottom-up biological growth. One of their most renowned projects is the Silk Pavilion 1, a 3-meter dome created in 2013 with the help of a robotic arm and 6,500 silkworms. Each of them spun its own thread about 1 kilometer long, and all these threads together created a single structure.
The base of the pavilion consisted of 26 CNC milled panels, which the silkworms refined by filling gaps with their silk. Every detail was meticulously planned. An algorithm determined where the threads should be thicker or thinner to ensure strength while allowing light to pass through.
The most interesting thing of the project is the behavior of the silkworms. They reacted to heat and light, concentrating in darker, denser areas. This allowed the design team to control the thickness of the silk layers by using the solar path diagram. The silkworms effectively became biological printers, producing the pavilion while being treated with respect, ensuring their survival after the project. Another groundbreaking project is Agua Roja, which addresses the environmental damage caused by plastic. Over 300 million tons of plastic are produced annually, with less than 10% being recycled. The rest often ends up polluting landfills and oceans. What's the alternative? For example, the natural materials like cellulose, pectin, and chitosan. Chitosan forms the basis of dragonfly wings and mushroom tissues, while cellulose comprises half of all plant matter on Earth.
Agua Roja 1 explores how such materials can create sustainable systems that replace toxic substances and integrate seamlessly into natural cycles. Using 3D printing technologies, the project produced structures that adapt to environmental conditions, changing their shape, color, and properties in response to temperature, humidity, or pressure. This approach redefines design and production, emphasizing harmony with nature.
These examples are just the tip of the iceberg. They demonstrate that sustainable design is not a utopian dream, but a tangible way to revolutionize how we build. Imagine the future where our homes, schools, and offices are built with materials that don't harm the planet, but rather give back to it. Materials that grow naturally or being repurposed from something that we'd usually discard.
Now, this isn't just about new technologies or cutting-edge materials. It's about a fundamental shift in how we live with nature. Sustainable architecture teaches us that every material has a story to tell, a connection to the land, the climate, and the people who use it. As architects and designers continue to experiment, perhaps one day the materials in your home will not only be sourced locally, but will also evolve to adapt to your environment, seamlessly blending the natural and built world.
Sustainability in architecture is more than a trend. It's a movement towards the future where creativity meets responsibility. It's a reminder that every decision we make in design has the power to shape the world we leave behind. And who knows, maybe the next big breakthrough is already growing in your garden or waiting to be imagined.